Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Last time, we made a bowl of soup. Yeah, that really is the main thing that we accomplished. You can even see it right here. Why did we make a bowl of soup in this place? Well, we had to cure its cold somehow. Okay, I'm just being an idiot now. Okay, never mind. I'm laughing at my own stupidity, quite frankly. Anyway, we got here to Joke's End. We met Jojora, the second cousin twice removed, or something like that, of the person who guards this place. And got hit by a first strike in my own intro. Wonderful. Luigi gets a level up, further interrupting my intro. Everybody just has to have a piece of the pie these days. I can't just introduce the video by myself. Let's give you power, because I haven't given you that in a little while, and the roulette on that looked good, but I got terrible luck. Well, anyway, we met Jojora, we needed to go after her in hopes of finding out anything about Bowletta being here, and she ran up to this cliff, which we opened up the way to by doing a spin jump over that soup. It doesn't make a lick of sense to me, even with that meteorologist explaining it, but that's what happened. This time, we found her already. That was quick. The intro took longer than actually finding her.
This is where the real challenge starts. Look, you probably should just give up and go home.
I love giving her that Luna Lovegood persona. I haven't heard that mentioned in a while, now that I think of it. She was saying the real challenge begins here, and she meant it. And I'm not just saying that because dodging enemies in this game is a real challenge for me. Before you go any further, I would highly suggest that you heal. Prioritize HP over BP. You don't really need BP all that much. Why is that? Well, we're gonna go under this fence, and we're gonna hit this button. There is a button on this wall that we can't get to because Luigi is by himself. So how about we try switching to Mario and going through this doorway? I think now you're getting what the main gimmick of Joke's End is. We're gonna have the two bros separate, going through entirely different areas of this dungeon. Yes, with the map being this complicated, you can see where there's two walkways to most rooms. And yeah, we are gonna be fighting alone. Very vulnerable, because if we die just one time, it's game over, because you don't have anyone else to use a one-up on you. We're gonna be dealing with that. And remember how powerful the enemies were in the last video? Remember how the Clump, if you didn't beat him using Mario's Firebrand, he could take several bros attacks before going down? Yeah, you're gonna be fighting those guys alone. And they can do crazy damage to you, even if you have really good pieces of equipment like the Casual Coral. Not only that, but you can see that there's not equipment though, but just items here. Items that you need both bros in order to get to. Remember those for later, because that should tip you off that we're going to be doing a lot of backtracking as well to get all the items in here. Oh boy, it is a lot to go through. I'm gonna see what's up here. Okay, yeah. You're gonna find these simul blocks, and you're gonna want to hit them at exactly the same time as always. I don't really feel like I needed to explain that. And you're just gonna have to keep trading off, making occasional progress in that way. Hit this one, and that'll make a barrel appear that Luigi can use. Oh, right, I can't just press B when they're not in the same room. I'm thinking of other games in the series. Yeah, I gotta hit start. Now, once again, remember that A is your action on the field, but when you have Luigi... Oh, didn't stay? Gibbs. When you're in battle, he changes to B. It can be really kind of a hard thing to do. See, I don't even have to really consciously make puns anymore. It just happens. And maybe that's just the air of Joke's End working its magic on me. I am creating terrible jokes to make this place even more formidable for me to go through. And I'm not even trying to do it. I'm just subconsciously making this place harder for me.
Wow, if you've come all the way here, you obviously don't give up easily. Cool.
Ah, she makes puns too. That's great. Maybe it's bad.
So this is a present from me to you. Press the A and B buttons to hit the blocks that come flying and score points. If you get 30 points in 25 seconds or less, I'll open this door for you. Cool?
Which door? We kind of need both of them, and you only mentioned one of them. You only did a singular, not a plural. That's a bad thing. Well, this is the same minigame that we played off in the Woohoo University. I wouldn't really say that it's more or less challenging. It's pretty much just the same game. I think even the amount of points you have to score within that amount of time is the same. Shouldn't really be all that hard. Just kind of don't focus too much on one side. Just keep shifting your eyes back and forth, and you should be good, honestly. Unless you keep missing like I am right now. Oh god. This is bad. This is really bad. This is really bad. Oh my god, 25! Was it 25 or... Oh, it was 30. Well, I got excited over nothing. Now I gotta try it again. about how hard this game was, and I tried to see what would happen if I just mashed A and B together repeatedly, and it worked! Okay, that'll be one for the books. So, with this whole gimmick of having to fight powerful enemies alone, going through Joke's End with the two brothers separate, having to constantly think about hitting those simul blocks and just do puzzle solving in that way. As you can imagine, a lot of people really do not like Joke's End. I've known a lot of people that said this is their least favorite area in the game. I've known other people that complained saying that it was too hard. I knew kids that got stuck on this, or at least people that, when I talked to them when they were older, they said they got stuck on this for a long time. And I myself can be quoted in an early video of this series describing Joke's End as a tedious dungeon that nobody enjoys playing through. But you know what? I kinda like it. I'll admit that for a long time I was in the same boat where I did not like Joke's End at all. Like anyone else, I got stuck on it as a kid, and I did think it was really frustrating, but after replaying it when I was older, I kinda got converted, I guess you would say. I appreciated it for how well thought out it was, or I guess it's not really thawed out if it's icy, but unintentional puns once again, it's just airing out on me. I do think it is a little bit unfair how you can die so easily in here with the clumps doing so much damage, but as a nice tip, running away is not nearly as punishing with how many coins you lose if you're by yourself. They were at least kind enough to make running away a legitimate tactic in this particular area, or just any point where you have the bros by themselves. And I think it's very well thought out puzzle-wise. Yeah, it's frustrating the first time through, and I'll admit, I didn't really like it much at first too. But it's one of those areas that I feel like on repeat playthroughs you really appreciate it, because it is very well thought out, and it sounds a little bit weird for me to say this when I've admitted that I'm kind of into easier games in the past, but I will say for Joke's End in particular, just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad. I don't really get to hate all that much. Right here is kind of an interesting puzzle. You're going to have that barrel drop from the ceiling, but it's going to drop in different places each time. You got to get Luigi under where it's going to fall, and then you got to step on this inside the barrel, and once again, wood apparently has reflective capabilities for fire. Yeah, remember that next time that your house is burning down. Just, throw a barrel into it. It will totally put it out and get rid of it. So, I know I have the advantage of having played this game before, but I already finished the bulk of Joke's End. We got the two pathways linked together again already. Now, if you'll excuse me, after all of that praising of Joke's End, I am gonna go back and I'm gonna get every last one of those collectibles that we couldn't get because the bros were separated. That is one aspect of this area even I won't defend. Ugh. Well, there is one other thing. I think I've worked out why Joke's End rubs so many people the wrong way. The music. Take a listen during this montage. That is one complete loop of the song that plays here. Imagine being a kid and getting stuck here for hours and being frustrated and having this song looping that often when it's already a really repetitive song as it is. Very poor choice of a place to put a repetitious song. But it's over now. While collectible hunting, a few interesting things happen to me. I'll show those now. Oh, wow! Okay, first battle while I was backtracking. Maybe this isn't so bad after all. Got advanced fire bros learned. I'll have to show that next time we get into an important fight. Mario gets a level up in the very next battle, so, Joke's End apparently really wants me to be completely positive about it because it's really making me eat my words on this being a terrible thing. That is everything. Actually, again with Joke's End kinda trying to convert me over and make me not say anything bad about it, that wasn't quite as bad as I remembered. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome, I really don't know. I guess to be fair, I have run through this area a lot of times. I guess I would start to think it was less bad eventually, so there's that too. Well, you guys get to be the... Never mind, I was gonna say you guys get to be the unlucky slobs that I test out advanced fire bros against, but Luigi is out of commission, so that's not going to happen here, is it? Oh, jeez, there is the burp. Okay, yeah. I did not get to mention that when the bros are by themselves. Whenever you see the clump do that, he ain't just burping at you. Oh no! That means that his attack is going to be considerably more powerful next turn. Whatever you do, do not let him get that attack off. Don't even risk it. That can do easily 60 damage. It's probably going to be a one-hit kill on you, no matter how well equipped you are. It is very, very dangerous if you just have one of the bros. Heck, even with two, it still hits each of them, so it can still bring you from full health to death even with all of them. Now, for advanced fire bros, gonna do this at full speed once again, because just like regular fire bros, this is one of my favorite attacks, and I know it by heart. You just want to press A when the fireball goes over Mario's head. Really, really simple. Pressure's on to not screw this up. Not perfect, but still really good. Yeah, 292 damage. Together with all of those hits that missed, the nice thing is, even if you don't do it perfectly, it will still do a really nice amount of damage. And I gotta say, that's pretty darn cool. Now, what do I want to do here? Is it the hammer, maybe? Do I have to put them out? I think that's what it is, because you can't go back in there. No? No? Really? Okay, I thought I used the hammer for that. He's just gonna spit it out on the non-existent floor if I do that. Oh, wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Let's try the high jump. I'll jump, I haven't said that in a while. No? Okay, I guess I'll remember this for later, because apparently I'm not supposed to do this yet. I hope I'm not remembering that wrong. And yeah, we don't really have all that much left of this dungeon to go. As you can see, we are coming down to the end of it. I honestly thought this was gonna take 3 or 4 episodes for us to get through, and pretty long ones at that, but I guess even I overestimated it. Oh, man, cut it out! You're the most stubborn people I know. No girls would ever like you! I guess to be fair, Mario has been kind of friend-zoned for how many generations of gaming now? Whoa! Also, something I don't think I mentioned up to this point, running away is a valid tactic if one of the bros goes down. Remember that if that ever happens to you. You don't have to keep fighting or use a 1-up. So, we have yet another thing. Maybe I should just start killing the enemies and clear out the rooms. I mean, I guess Hoo Hoo Mountain taught me nothing all that time ago. I wasn't even in the back, come on. I'd say it's a pretty good idea, because I get a level up for that once again. I've been just swimming in level ups this time around. Wow, apparently compliment the most tedious dungeon in the game and you will be rewarded. I don't really need the BP. Again, I'm kind of at a point where I don't really need any of a particular stat, so I'm just kind of going for whatever looks good right off the bat. Get another Chuckle Bean right there, and this room should be looking really familiar, as there is yet another doorway that you can break and open right there. I believe if you try to go this way, oh wow, we can just go over here? Okay, no complaining from me, but still, I didn't think it was going to be that easy. And just like the last room like this, I'd be very surprised if there was not. If there was not. Well, I said I'd be very surprised, and I stuck true to my word. Let's just bring the soup to a boil once again. I sound like I'm talking from the old country. I'm like, bring the soup to a boil. I don't even know what accent I'm doing. Ooh! Behold, the only time in the entire game where Luigi comes up with an advanced bros technique without any help from his brother. Yeah, well, I guess his brother did help him performing the attacks, but I'm just so proud of him, okay? Don't rain on my parade. We got advanced Cyclone Bros. Have to show that off next time we get into an important fight. Back in the main room, how about we see what is over this way? Wow, found a veritable treasure trove. So much for this being a land of the dead. Jokes, but still a land of the dead nonetheless. Not bad. Not bad at all. How about we go back here and see if we can make an updraft appear from soup somehow. I wonder if that's actually possible to use boiling soup for that somehow. I very highly doubt it, but still. Might as well have tried it. Okay, good. So I wasn't going crazy. There is indeed something else that we have to do in that room back there, now that that whirlwind is formed. But I think we're good to end things off here. We made it through a lot of Joke's End, and next time on Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, we're going to be doing a little bit of backtracking and opening up the final home stretch. Hopefully find Bowletta. See you guys then.